the Millennial Gaze.
Hey, what's good? What's good, y'all? It's your girl May Money, and it's your girl Katie over here. Say what's up, Katie?
With our special guest, Emma.
Emma over there too. What's up, Dolly Oops? It's episode 51, so we hit our threshold. If you have not seen our 50th episode, actually, I think it might have been blocked for some reason. So I'll go back and
I think I fixed it.
Okay, and I fixed mine from last night as well. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So you'd be able to watch both of those videos in post if you would like to. I'm sorry about the lighting. It's just that time of day for me. I can't really fix it. It'll fix itself throughout the live stream. Anyway, how's your day going, Katie? What you been up to?
You know. Aw. Jazzy says hi. It's pretty good. Emma's had school 3 days this week, so I've gotten a little bit of a break. Been working on rewriting some of my music and plans for what I want to do once my office is reset up and little baby's out. And I do a lot of writing and stuff, so one of my ideas that I'm thinking about is recording myself playing a bunch of instruments and making like my own mixes of songs. So,
dude, sick. Please let me in on the intel. I would love to just at least give you some feedback and just not even constructive as much as just like you always need listeners on things like that. I feel like my writing is so fucked.
My beautiful husband, the man that he is, got me my favorite pair of headphones that I've had for years, like with recording, but just through like moves and stuff, they broke. And then for Valentine's Day, he got them for me again, and they're so good.
I'm sorry about like the glare. It's just Cali's sun right now is shining. But it's gonna go back gloomy in about 10 minutes anyway. For me, I took a day off yesterday. I wasn't actually feeling well. Have you ever had those nights, Katie, when like you feel like you're gonna get sick and then your body is fighting it, and so you like sweat during the night?
Hot flashes and stuff?
All that. Yeah. So I literally like the other night, not last night, but the night before, because I felt better after I just took the break. But the night before, and the night before, I sweated so much that I had to change my shirt because I would wake up like after like a weird fever dream and just like change my shirt and just put on another one. Yeah. And so I just started feeling sick and then I had chills. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to take a day off because either I'm going to get sick for one day or I'm going to get sick for 5. Like
you'd be surprised too what is and isn't like mental health, just doing that to your body. Because I thought at one point I was having like stomach issues and a heart condition. It was all anxiety based. I found out later. So you'd be surprised how much and I don't blame you with all, with everything going on. Like, it's crazy out here.
Yeah, Jazzy, you might be right. I mean, it could have been a little bit of culmination of all of that, but I really do think that my body was kind of trying to fight off things because I didn't get a cough. I didn't get like a headache or like tummy ache or anything. It was just like when I was sleeping, I was just sweating out something. And then yesterday, all day, was it yesterday? No, it was the day before. That's when I was like, let me just take one day off. Hey, everybody, welcome in. We're just kind of intro style right now. But I was like, let me just take one day off because what I do know, because I'm not dumb, is that if your body is trying to tell you something, listen to it, because either if you don't listen to it, then you're going to get sicker. You know what I mean? So either choose one day off or 5. And I chose one, and then I came back and now I look fresh and clean. I was able to wash my laundry. I got on my Bruce Lee. I did my hair.
And like especially now too, as we get older, not that we're like ancient by any means, but I've learned from myself, like I'm way more just in tune with my body
Hmm.
than I used to be. So it's important to listen to your body.
Yeah, my body told me sit your ass the fuck down for one day and you'll be fine. You know, and I was right to listen to that intuition. And I highly recommend everybody work on your intuition muscle, your intuitive muscle. There is a muscle within all of us, okay? That a lot of us don't even know about. I've learned how to master it. I've learned how to really work with it into ways that I actually scare myself. Because when I read people's cards, I be reading people's shit that they don't like, they didn't even know about. You know what I mean? And I didn't even want no business in. But hey, that's what the trade is. But what I will say is that trusting yourself and building your intuition is so important, and I highly recommend it. It is not gonna like kill you if you try it. Like meditation or um like even just drawing what you feel, you know, just those muscles of intuition or looking at the numbers that kind of pop up around you and studying those things, like it changes your life. But nobody listens to May Money. What's up, Annabelle? You done burst it
No,
open.
I believe you because like meditation is legit. I've done it a couple different times just with like if I want to try to take like a restful nap and like empty my mind kind of, I'll literally just like go on YouTube and look up meditation, sleep meditation for anxiety and just some simple stuff like that. And even if it's just like some breathing
Mhm.
exercises, it helps so much.
And there's so many ways you can meditate. Swimming, that's one of my favorite ways, but it's hard. It's a harder way to kind of get
Oh,
access to it.
I love
Um,
swimming.
hanging out with this little bitch right here, or sleeping. Sometimes I can meditate a little bit. If I'm having a restless night, I'll just kind of sit there with my eyes closed or listening to music. Um, there's so many ways you can access that muscle in your brain that is intuitive that will help you kind of build it. It's really hard to explain, but studying, whatever it is that works for you is the way to do it, I guess you could say. I'm so sorry about the lighting. It's just like that time of day where I can't really find a good one. But anyway, please be sure, you guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you're warm. I don't want nobody getting sick out here because I almost did. Make sure that you're taking care of your homies and whatever, and sit back with your drink, your smoke, whatever it makes you comfortable, and sit. And we're going to talk about a few things tonight. It's going to be a great show. So,
I had to laugh. So she did a great. If you guys didn't see her, what do you call it? Sideshow now.
yeah, May Money Sideshow.
You did an awesome sideshow. I tuned into like the first half before I finally fell asleep, but I had to laugh because you're like, oh, this damn tech stuff. Oh, this computer. Oh. I'm like, oh, I make it look easy.
Yeah, I know, dude. And I only have this one little puny screen where I'm trying to navigate on some shit. And I'll be like, okay, hold on, guys. Wait, I got it. I got it for you. Just wait 5 seconds. And it never works right. But everybody's so patient. So I appreciate it.
It was late at night too.
Yeah, it was just more. That's why we call it a sideshow. Ain't no sideshows in the middle of the day. Actually, some of them are, but I digress.
So for the millennial minutes today, I thought we could look back because it's just the two of us today. We could look back at some old episodes just to see. So without further ado, let's take a look at our first ever together episode.
God, oh my God, this is crazy. Let me close the door because Annabelle burst it open.
And shout out to our friends at we and shout out to our friends at We the People who helped us get this started, and we are always grateful for you guys and your support. Oh, thank you, Angry Armor Vet. She says, this is my chill spot to decompress after the nutty day. Love being here. Eddie Roman Rocks says May is rocking that Bruce Lee t-shirt and Jazzy is feeling the love. So let's check this out.
People unite. Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your girl May Money with We the People, and I got my homie Katie over here with We the People. How y'all doing? Katie, say what's up.
What is up, May? What's up, everybody?
Oh man, so all right, so this is the first episode, the inaugural episode of the Millennial Gaze. I'm really happy to be here with Katie. We finally got this program up and running. Hopefully, if everything works out in the ways of the good Lord, then we can be here every Monday at 4:30 with you, talking millennial perspectives and just talking, we the people in general. But so I hope you guys enjoy our show today. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We need that. And we need your love and support. And we want to be a part of the, conversation. What's up, Pitchforks Drag?
I lost some weight in my face.
Yeah, you did. I'm so embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
I don't know.
I did though. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I'm so weird about my weight. Like, usually when you're pregnant, you gain weight. I'm just like, oh, I look skinnier.
You kind of you look like you shaped in, like you did something. Something's going on here, and maybe it's all going to the baby.
I'm evening out, and yeah, my hair is longer, and I low key hate it.
You shiny, but oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I hate watching myself on camera. It's so embarrassing. That's why I have a hard time like re-editing out our videos, because I'm just like when I lay my shit out, I don't want to watch it again. You know what I mean?
Oh, girl. I think for me, it's more of like, I'm used to it because I'm a performer. Like I've been performing forever, and like, yeah, I agree. It took me a long time, even in college, to like get comfortable watching and critiquing myself.
Girl, I'm a performer too. My entire life, I went to Russia for a competition and won the shit, and I still don't like looking at it. Like, it's just weird. I'm like, why do I look like that? Why did I say that like that? Why did I? Maybe it's because I critique like way too hard, and I see things that I don't like. It just takes me a lot to really get into that point where I'm like willing to look at it. I need like a week for me to kind of separate myself from it. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing that I've noticed about myself. Like, I look at it, but I don't enjoy it. Yeah, it's like I let y'all judge it. You know,
that first episode was back in July. So
wait, what was the date of that first inaugural episode? And we weren't even repping the Millennial Gaze. We were repping We the People at that time, right?
That's a good point, Eddie. He says Neil Young is like that with his music. He records and then he moves on. Let me see. Oh, now it says streamed 7 months ago. I don't know exactly when, but it was.
It might have switched up because of the way that we had to switch some of those videos over to our channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we left We the People and did our own thing. It's just a different vibe, we ain't no haters on We the People. Actually,
no, we love it.
Katie is very active on We the People. Sometimes I'll pop in every now and again, and we still love our people over there.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just a different style, and we have a different voice. And I think, and honestly, I will say that I wanted our voice to be heard differently. And that's why I'm so glad for Katie, because it just felt so stifling. It felt so stifling, Katie, that everybody that was down for the cause was older people. And I couldn't find not one ne'er millennial to actually get down in the mud and talk about the actual experiences of millennials and how we actually live. You know what I mean? Our lives are different completely. Like, I'm sorry, boomers. Love you. Ain't no haterade. Actually, we actually appreciate y'all for what you did, but we also can hold you accountable for what you didn't do and the way that you didn't listen and the way that you have affected our lives and the children that we have had and how their lives will be affected and the lives that we have to live through because y'all didn't do shit about it and didn't listen. And so this is one thing that I came up with. Old people be knowing, but old people be knowing how to do everything but listen. And so I thought that taking this channel off into our own thing was great because what the fuck do we have to lose? I'm not going to sit here and be like, and watch a news thing for about 5 minutes and be proper and whatever and what did you say? I said old people be knowing everything, but they don't know how to listen.
And this is not just a heads up. This is not directly towards we the people. This is May is making a general statement. We just want to make that clear. Most of the reason why we split from We the People was for creative reasons because we wanted to have. They had a lot of their own shows that they were doing and would have people be producers under like certain.
Don't even matter. Don't even need to explain that shit because it's not important. The important part was that I and Katie, we wanted our voices to be heard in the way that we want them to be told. And we could not have that under We the People because it was just too many boomers. And so how is the millennial gays going to be able to like speak our voices independently under that umbrella? We can't. And that's okay. Ain't no problem with that. Now we have the freedom to do so. And now we're going to do whatever the fuck we want to do. All right.
Here's the next one. This is our I think it's good to see the millennials perspective too. I do too, because you don't see a lot of it. You see people like Dean Withers, who's like 10 years younger than us.
Yeah, all these Gen Zers are just popping off crazy, making hella more money. We got skipped over. Like we are like just like nothing to existence at this point. That's how it feels. Like we ain't shit. And don't even get me started on that fucking war that they're trying to start. But let's go to the next one.
So here's one with when we again still with We the People with our friend Jackson White as a guest, and Keisha was also helping us with tech at that point.
There's a few things. I mean, there's definitely more than this, but a couple things are really coming to mind strongly for me that I feel and experience. On the one hand, we have to take advantage of how bad things are going to get over the next several years. There was a tornado that came through St. Louis May 16th and Kentucky, and it caused a lot of damage. And not to get all off into that, but just seeing how communities come together during times like that. And unfortunately, we can lose that and get all caught up in our own lives and what have you. But as the economy continues to worsen, as more and more people are kicked out of the country, as more and more people lose a variety of access to rights, and just lose basic things like access to healthcare, benefits that keep them above water.
So I'm just gonna do little bits of clips, but you guys are funny. You're like, "Ooh, who that? He fine."
He is. I couldn't hold it. I'm like, goddamn, this motherfucker hella fine. But I am
really cool to talk to. I like.
No, but actually, he is straight up, and he be on facts. He be on factoids. Like at the end of the day, he fine as fuck. We all know that. Okay, but I know I'm sexy. I know I'm beautiful, and I stop rooms when I walk in. Okay, we all get that. But listen, can you please try to listen to what he's saying? I know I had a hard time too. I was like, okay, I invited this motherfucker on this bitch. Got to be serious. We're good. We're good. I'm equally as beautiful. Okay. Now press play. Oh, and then is this Richard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But before we go to Richard, I will say check out Jackson White's work. He's very he's working on a project. I haven't heard much from him. He won't reply. He said that he was going to hit me up about trying to like get involvement in his project, and I'm more than interested to see how it turned out, but I ain't heard shit from him. But anywho, but he's a very intelligent man, and he's also a millennial. I think he's only a few months older than you, Katie. So
I love this comment.
I know.
I don't even know what he said. I'm sorry.
Damn it, I'm not bringing him back to the show. Okay, I'm not doing it because apparently y'all are having focusing problems. Don't tell him that because it's just gonna pump his head up, bro. Don't do that.
I remember when we did this next one with Richard Taylor. Do you
Oh, I remember this clearly.
Do you remember how, because we streamed it on our channel, We the People, but then we also streamed it
I remember this clearly. And Kate, whatever, they were mad.
They did not like me. But let's just listen to a little bit of it.
Because we have a special guest. So please welcome Richard Taylor. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, thank you for having me. First of all, peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High. It's an honor, for y'all guys to invite me on y'all platform to discuss this issue. And, shout out to everybody who's in y'all chat. Shout out to everybody who goes on the Taylor House Publishing site. I thank y'all as well. So, happy to be here. Happy to, to connect with some millennials, as you call it. So, I'm definitely excited to be here.
This is gonna be fun. You're muted, May.
Katie, tell us a little bit about your.
Yeah, so we did. His name's Richard Taylor.
His name is. I'll tell you about it. So, what had happened was, do you have any more clips from that episode, or is that it?
I could find some.
You don't have to. I can just explain it to you. And actually, I would like for you to explain your experience more than me. But what I will say, I invited him on the show, and what had happened was, his chat went in on Katie to the point where I had to literally defend her because being hella disrespectful for her being on the channel. Like black people are like, who is this white woman? Da, 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 and all this. And I was like, hey, bro, don't this is a collaboration. So y'all need to act accordingly. And I tried my best and I got in trouble for it for trying to do it. And it was a whole bunch of shit, bro. But yeah, it was a whole bunch. I got in trouble with Kim with that shit because you're like, oh well.
Yeah, it was on that video. I would get called a lot of different things by people, and at first I was upset. And if you do watch the video, you can see me kind of disassociate throughout of it because I didn't want to obviously leave May. Or Richard, it was nothing against Richard. He was very nice.
He was so nice. He was so cool. He was accepting, and he tried. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Jazzy says his chat is lucky. I was about to learn how to hack.
But a lot of these people's chat ain't really shit, especially when they start getting into the FBA and stuff. Because as much as
and I wasn't. I was trying to defend myself for a while, but then I got to a point though where I was just no matter what I say, it's not gonna.
No, and so I stood in front of Katie. I did, and I took all of that and held it down for her, and she stayed on the channel on the entire stream the entire time, and I held her ass down, and honestly, it was still a very productive conversation despite that. Yeah. I think.
But for me, I just was trying to. I wasn't trying to be like, oh, look at what they're doing. I'm a white person. Pity me. It wasn't anything about that. It was me just trying to say, like, hey, I stand with y'all. I get it. You know, I'm here to help. What can I do?
And also here to listen, here to understand, here to try to get it so that maybe you could pass it on to your people so that they can get, like, you were there. And so this is one thing that has been pissing me off, and it pissed me off today. So do you want information from people or not? Which one is it? So like how a dude was on Don Lemon today, right? Mark Epstein, right? And everybody was like, oh, shut the fuck up, Mark, da, 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 da. All this bullshit. Okay, do you want his information or nah? Please let us know, because either you could shut the fuck up and at least he's still alive. He still has a voice. So we can get as much information, even if he is an evildoer. I don't care. Let's get some information. He's on Don Lemon's show. Someone you trust. Why don't you listen? So what the fuck is your problem? Like, I don't understand where the goal is anymore with our team.
From what I gathered from his brother, from Epstein's brother, is they had a long period of time where they did not speak, and he was not involved with a lot of those things. But it's complicated because
do you know if he's older or younger?
I don't. But like at the end of the day, it's still your family.
If you had to guess, what would you say?
I'd say older.
I'd
say older. But like I don't.
Yeah, maybe. I was gonna say younger, but no, maybe you might be right on that, older, because you know who was also older was Fred Trump, and Fred Trump is Mary Trump's dad, and he didn't want it.
He's a year younger.
Oh shit. I don't know. I don't know anything about what his involvement is or what, but I think that we should at least hear him out because he has information. So what the fuck are we sitting around here? Do you want information or nah? Yes or no? Choose. That's all we got. So don't sit up in here bitching and picking and choosing when you finally get someone that's willing to go on a legit show like Don Lemon and tell you some real shit, and y'all gonna sit here and poo-poo. That means y'all ain't serious. That means a lot of these people in this fucking chat, I don't trust you neither, because y'all ain't serious. Y'all here for clicks. Y'all here for keys. Y'all here to sit here and play in the fucking chats every morning on your internet morning. I'm here to gather information, and I'm here to see what the fuck this dude got to say. If he's an evildoer, then his ass can go too. Okay? But if he got something to say, how much information are we getting from our people in the fucking government?
None.
Don't worry, I'll wait. None. So like, what do we do?
So hold on, we got some stuff popping in the chat. I agree, Jazzy. I think he's coming from the perspective of being his brother. He was not involved in what was going on. I believe he did say on Don's show today, he was the one who identified the body. So, because Don asked him, he's like, I don't know if I ever asked you. And he goes, yes, I was the first one to properly like identify him after he found out on like CNN or some shit that he died.
And honestly, Barbara, it's not about a chance, because obviously he must have known what the fuck was going on, but maybe he was under danger. Maybe he obviously is under danger.
There's a reason he hasn't shown his face.
Duh.
Even Don said, I don't think he's
ever here.
I think even Don said he hasn't ever seen him.
He can't, because his ass will get murked. Okay? Murked. Quick.
Yeah. Dally Oops agrees. I agree, May. Hear him out, then use critical thinking on the whole thing. And he's on board with the murder theory.
And he's one of the only people that we have access to that isn't going to get covered up or all that shit. So, like, Don't be stupid, y'all. Literally, do not be stupid here. If you really want answers, then be about it. And listen to the people that are here on our platforms, on our networks that we can actually get information from. For you to go up in there and attack him, why the fuck would he do that? He could sit his ass on fucking any island, wherever the fuck he at, and say nothing.
Angry Army Vet brings up a good point. He can answer what he wants to answer. That's his prerogative. Let's get what we can and what he is willing to say. Plus, he is the executor of his estate, and we have to keep that window open because, yeah, he is the next of kin.
Dude. And he seems willingly open to talk to someone like Don Lemon to tell you some truth, and y'all sitting over here poo-pooing on him.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I think that's the dumbest shit that we could do as Lemon Nation is shit on him because, first of all, he's in imminent danger at every fucking point. He probably can't even land on ground or stay in the sky.
And he probably has to have like private security and stuff.
Dude, we don't know what he look like. He don't want nobody because he wants to help. It seems like he wants to help. So stop it, you guys. Stop it with that bullshit, bro. Like, y'all don't know how to, like, it seems like we don't really know how to execute things with a strategic mindset at all.
Yeah, so Barbara, people in the chat, there's just some people that are
like, oh, well, are you in the files? Da, 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 da. It's like, bruh, do you not hear this motherfucker telling you everything that he know? And if it's not true, at least we have the information. At least it's not unredacted. It's on Don Lemon's show.
We're getting more information from people like him and people from fucking other countries than we are our own goddamn government because they're all involved in it.
Learn how to take what you can fucking get or else. That's what all I gotta say about it.
So another one.
Check in on check in on our chat.
Yep, we're good. Just asking, like, yeah, he's in danger too. I don't even think they have pictures of him up on like Wikipedia.
Why would they?
Yeah, no, yeah. That's how private, yeah. So here's another one. This is when we had my cousin on. She is a radio host in Philly, and she was on The Biggest Loser. And we were talking about Jillian Michaels because she worked with her.
Oh, this was fun.
Tell me how great they are, how they were Vikings and everything, how they invented the wheel, okay? How they created civilizations, all right?
We can hear it, but we can't see it.
That we're better off here than we were in Africa, and how black people commit all the crime, and our low IQ, and our low impulse control, and that the white man has done everything, okay? They've created all the inventions. And then at the same time, they say this.
And you cannot tie imperialism and racism and slavery to just one race, which is pretty much what every single exhibit does.
Oh, boo, boo. Let me play a sad song for you. The world's smallest violin.
And I gotta be honest with you, I gotta hit him with the Scooby-Doo confused look. Like what are you talking about? Because what they want to do is have their cake and eat it too. You gotta pick one, pimpin'. You gotta pick one, boo-boo. Because y'all can't talk about how y'all were colonizing the world, but not as far as talk about how you did that, right? Y'all can't talk about how you discovered America and how you brought the United States, but then want to look at
novel that some people happen to live in, and then the rest of us normal regular people are living in.
But look at the stuff even with Chris Columbus, where everyone's like, "Oh, Columbus Day." Yeah, no,
he didn't even make it here. He did not even make it. He did not even step foot here. Okay.
He also thought this was India. So. And his maps were wrong, and then all of the R wording and pillaging, and
we don't need to go into that because.
But that's my point that I was trying to make was, a lot of white people in history books are like, he was so great, he discovered stuff. No, he didn't. No.
That's why I get confused, and that's why I wanted to kind of talk about this because we are literally fighting and trying to argue against people that are not even
I had Bob as my trainer, but she was there, and my season was season 4, where she was on season 1 and 2, left for season 3, and then surprised everybody to come back from season 4. And I didn't really work with her a lot. We toward the end, we got to know each other a little bit better because there was less people. But the thing that I believe about Jillian and a lot of these conservative talk hosts, because I also have a bit of a personal connection to Glenn Beck, which sounds insane. But his head writer and co-host Stu's wife, Lisa Page, used to be one of my closest friends. We worked together at Q102 in Philly. I was very close friends with Stu, was at parties at Glenn's, and would always joke before 2020, oh, Lisa and Stu, the only conservatives that I like, right? Because there really is a divide in the world of like before Trump and after. It's and even more so like for 2020 and after, right? It's like you can't exist in a world. I hate when people say like, oh, respect people's opinions. Well, no, like it's not about that anymore. So for somebody like Jillian and people part in that world, we brought up Charlie Kirk. Like I really do believe it's about money and fame for them. And it's about notoriety. Nobody was talking about Jillian Michaels. She was non-existent. Jillian Michaels was the face of the fitness industry in the 2000s, right? From 2002 to say 2017, like no one was.
She was spilling the tea on Jillian too.
Nah, for real. That we were very lucky to have her on the show that day because she was absolutely right. Like when I first heard about this bitch when she went on CNN or something and completely lost her entire mind, I was like, that's this. In the fact that I've learned about half of these people is by them losing their minds.
Well, she also lost her. Didn't she also lose her shit on Piers Morgan?
Yes. No, that's when I first learned about her. And then I saw her again on CNN. And I was like, and now for some reason she has this platform, but she's a fascist, just like all of them. So there you go. But that's another really interesting show that we did with someone that knew Jillian Michaels. That was a fun one.
That was also right after, I think, there's a Netflix doc about The Biggest Loser. It just came out.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
That was also right when it came out. We were on the show for like a hot second because she made it pretty far. I think she made it within like the last 4 or 5 weeks. But we all knew she was there. But they had a big party for her when she came home and they filmed it and stuff. And you can see like my family all over it.
I mean, like she's on a fun show. She's on a show, whatever. Like celebrate. Like that's all good. But like don't be like that. Like the shit that she barks and just like,
oh, she was awful on that show. She would like make people vomit, and
I'm like
apparently behind the scenes,
and even just on CNN was just disgusting. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And she adopted
Keep your white ass and your white opinions the fuck over there because we are not interested. Okay, you're not gonna tell me how to do my health.
She adopted a child, I believe, from Haiti. She has a black daughter, and then she's going on there just like.
She's still on CNN. I saw her the other day, or no, I saw her on Piers Morgan.
Barbara says racism is not a difference of opinion. Absolutely drives me nuts when people try to refer to it as such. Absolutely. And
I think ever since then, Katie, that she got more like powerful, like ever since that, because of her vile rhetoric. I think all these people are making so much money off of this bullshit. They're making money. This is how you make money, is by being vile and racist and taking away people's rights and all whatever any way that you can that works under this regime.
It absolutely was. Like my cousin was kind of like I don't want to say like exception, but she's a very like confident person in herself, and that was one of the things about Biggest Loser was like it never broke her. And a lot of the people on that show were very easy to break. And so that's
that
why,
bitch.
not my cousin, Jillian.
No, I mean, but like, fuck that bitch. Like I never had heard of her until I heard her being racist and evil and misogynistic. So that's my first impression of her. Your impression of her was being some sort of like impressive person. Nah, bruh. You're not tricking anybody over here.
Oh, I never
You're
thought
not
she was
you
that.
bitches.
I never thought she was that impressive. I thought she was a bitch. I just knew her.
That.
I just knew her from the fitness stuff because we watched The Biggest Loser every week, and she was horrible. She was horrible.
Any white woman that goes like this, not you, Katie, because you have never done this, that goes, wah, wah! Annabelle perked up. I'm sorry, Annabelle. That's not me. I don't do that. Ah, I can't go down. Ah, the Spanish speaking. I can't understand Spanish. This is America, and we need fried chicken and apple pie, and this is America's Super Bowl. Any bitch that does that, ain't it, bro?
That was like that chick on your show last night when they were like, "Where were you? Why did you help me?" Don't attack children, you dumb bitch.
It's almost like, whoa, lady. Sheesh.
As soon as I see women like act like that for no
reason, chill. Get this lady an ice pack and a Band-Aid, bro. Like, she needs a chair and a break. Okay. We'll send you back to class when you're ready, because you're obviously not ready to be around anybody else. Okay, we're not going to send you around any other children. It's okay. Take 5 deep breaths, Megyn Kelly.
Oh, God.
Okay? It's going to be okay.
Oh, God.
You want fried chicken? Okay, let's get you some. Can we get some fried chicken, Miss Bow? Okay, she got it coming on over here. It's going to be right over here for you.
Jazzy brings up a good point. People like that, you just only look at them and say, "Are you done?" My husband just said, "Bless your heart."
You just be like, sheesh. That's what I do. Sheesh.
My sister-in-law made
sure. Are you ready to go back to class now? Oh, no, you need another nap? Okay, that's fine. I'll give you a blanket. I'll lay you down.
My sister-in-law, may she rest in peace. Whenever my brother-in-law, may he also rest in peace, would go on like a tantrum or something. Yeah, a tantrum. After he would have his little tantrum, she would literally look at him and be like, "You done?" It was great.
It kind of like be like, I just kind of wait. I just be like, ooh.
Oh, is that Jillian did that?
Yeah.
She got into a fight with Anna Kasparian and Lindy Lee.
I bet that was the ultimate white woman fight. Put them in a ring.
Triple threat match for the belt. Good Lord. Like,
give them the white belt.
Oh my God. I just, like, as a white woman, I just like, oh my God. I'm like, are you bitches done? I'm so sick.
Hey, bro, let me tell you this, Katie. I will never, ever put you in that fucking category, bro. You's a real ass homie. and if you hanging out with me, then you're all clear. Okay.
Celebrity Deathmatch 2.0. They're not even that big of celebrities. That's the thing. They're like, you know how there's like A-list, B-list, C-list? They're like E-list.
They come out of nowhere because they say racist shit and people love that. You know what I mean? Like literally, that's literally what it is. All right, what's next? Let's rat-a-tat-tat.
All right, let's go into our first segment.
Okay, before we do,
guzzling water here.
Before we go and you press play, let's like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are really trying to get over the 100 mark so that we can unlock some features on our channel. So please be sure to share and help us just get over that hump. We're almost there, you guys. Like,
I think it's at 75.
Yeah, we had 75, bro. So like help us get over that hump, bro. So that we can at least put ourselves within the algorithm, because YouTube ain't gonna fuck with us until we put in the work, right? Anywho, and then also, we own fucking Instagram, we own fucking the Substacks and all these things. And we be on Don Lemon Show, we probably be on there tomorrow. So make sure that you just tap in with us. And if you want to hit us up on our email or whatever, it's all good. Like hit us up.
And you can find all this info on our website. We have a website.
On our website. Put that shit up there too. So we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. And we're gonna get into some a little bit of more unfortunate news, but this is the world we're living in. We always try to keep you uplifted, but we also have to talk about the darkness. You feel me? So trigger warning for the rest of the episode.
Mm-hmm. Give me 1 sec. Here we go.
We have some extremely serious news that I need your help spreading everywhere. A 2-month-old baby has been detained in an ICE detention facility in Texas, the Dilley Detention Facility. And right now, he is experiencing significant respiratory issues. This is Juan Nicolas. He's a 2-month-old baby. He is ICE's youngest detainee at the Dilley Detention Facility. And last night, according to News for San Antonio, he was taken to a local hospital after experiencing persistent respiratory issues. This is the same facility where Liam Ramos's health also declined while being held there. This is the same facility where young children are writing notes, some of the most heartbreaking notes you will ever see from within the facility. Right now, Juan is ICE's youngest detainee at 2 months old. Half his time on Earth has been inside the walls of a private prison in Texas. Share his story. Spread the word. I'll have more updates for you soon.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to update you guys. So he went to the hospital. They sent him from the hospital, and they sent his mom to the Mexican border. Mm-hmm. And they've been on the Mexican border. I don't know what happened. I have not heard any updates since then. So that is actually a very old clip. I kind of deleted my fucking emails, and I couldn't catch it. But basically, I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know where they at. I haven't been at one.
When he was deported, he was diagnosed with bronchitis. He also can
you add it to the stage?
He also has a 16-month-old sister. And the only money they had on them when they were deported was $190. The family, they lost track of the family for several hours, and then they were able to find a phone from a stranger to call to update about the situation.
No, he didn't find a phone from a stranger. Well, they did. I saw something that they said they found a phone from a stranger to call a woman to
a reporter from Univision.
A reporter, yeah.
And then in a Tuesday evening update, the reporter said that the family found a hotel for the night with the little money they had left. They plan to seek medical attention to the son who's sick with bronchitis. She shared she did find the family. The reporter found the family and a baby with updates. The baby and his family can't stay in Mexico. They fled this country for a reason. Their plan is to travel to Guatemala, where the father is from. They'll be safe there, but they need to raise money. There is a GoFundMe account that has raised between $17,000 and $24,000. He suffered the health reasons from the putrid conditions, including putrid water and unsanitary conditions, and he was sent to the hospital with respiratory issues while choking on his own vomit. This is a 2-month-old, you guys. A
child that doesn't even have the function, doesn't even know how to function right.
And the only reason they sent him to the hospital from the ICE detention center was because the mother found him completely unresponsive. And when they went in front of a judge, they said they'd be deported, but they didn't know when or where. Of course, DHS's response was that the family received the best possible medical care inside the facility. And that's bullshit. And God. Yeah. So they are back in Mexico at the moment. They have a GoFundMe account. I'm going to check it out.
You know what? Fuck this country.
Oh, wow. They raised $84,000.
Good. I mean, but you know what? Like some of these racist white people, they raise fucking millions of dollars for calling little black kids niggers on the fucking playground.
Oh, donations.
So what are we doing?
The donations are currently paused. They were paused a day ago, but they were up to $84,000, which is.
Why are they paused?
Well, their goal was 15,000 and the 84,000.
So they were like, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
they love to scream about, oh, but the rapists and the drug dealers and all this stuff. How the fuck can you justify to me that a 2-month-old who spent more of his life in a fucking detention facility than actually out there is dangerous? How? Yeah.
I hope he doesn't, and I hope he lives an amazing life once we get out of this bullshit. I hope like his memory isn't that attachable right now, so that we can do something better, so that he can actually live the life that he deserves, because he's already done enough. Okay.
Eddie says the best medical care in the facility. What does that mean? None. Exactly. Yeah. And Barbara asks, is it crimes against humanity yet?
It's already been.
Yeah, I agree, Jazzy. The pro-life party is sure quiet. Girl, don't even get me started on that, because I could go on a whole thing about these people.
And then don't forget about this one down here.
Yep.
We get it. Well, we would wish y'all would just leave us the fuck alone.
Okay, let me
like fucking with two-month-olds. I can't.
So I don't know if you guys were watching the news a lot yesterday, but if you didn't know, it's the beginning of Lent for Catholics, and yesterday was Ash Wednesday, and so I was seeing some people on, like, I saw, what was it, Mark Wahlberg on The View and on some other shit, and people on CNN with like the ash crosses on their foreheads. And I'm thinking to myself, because they were, someone said the pro-life party is so quiet. Yeah. What about all these children? What about all these babies? And you're screaming about a fetus and a zygote.
Hey, Katie, I have to pee so bad.
Go for it. I'm going to go on a rant, so go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Yes, I agree, Eddie. Pro-life until the baby is born, then tough luck, kid. ICE has been called out for not having basic supplies like Tylenol. Yeah. And like, I just don't understand where we've gotten to the point of, we were talking about earlier about, racism isn't a like difference of opinion. It's fucking wrong. And at this point, we're so blinded by what should be opinions and what should be facts. I'm so tired of all of these. We just had this conversation yesterday. I'm just so tired of all of these things regarding the pro-life people. I get it. You don't want babies to die. But babies are technically not babies until they're literally born. And this bullshit about going out and saying, oh, well, killing babies as soon as they're born, and that's part of the 10-month abortion or bullshit. No, it's not. It's murder. And most women, when they do receive abortions, it's usually between the 6 to 10 week mark where there's not even barely a heartbeat. And if there is a heartbeat, it's not even really a heartbeat. It's just some cells beating together. And any woman who has what is considered an abortion, which can be a miscarriage or anything like that, that after the first trimester didn't want it. You're not hurting a baby. It's a clump of cells. That's what it is. And I'm not trying to be rude about it, but like, I'm a woman who suffered a miscarriage. I'm a woman who's had a child in the NICU. And people love to talk about like, oh, the baby. But like, there were certain people who, like, once my daughter was born and in the NICU, they basically were like, oh, let me know if she lives and then we'll talk.
I've had 2
miscarriages.
Yeah. Nobody ever asked me about that shit.
Miscarriages or abortion?
It's bloody and it's painful. Okay? I'll let you know that right now. And it's scary. So don't fucking come over here asking us for anything, asking me for any fucking advice, because I've made my decision on that bullshit. I don't even like talking about it.
Wow. Bonita, is this true? This is interesting. Pope Leo argued a truly pro-life position requires consistent defense of life from conception to natural death, stating that opposing abortion while supporting the death penalty or inhumane treatment of immigrants is inconsistent. He emphasized that supporting such policies contradicts the core comprehensive pro-life stance of the Catholic Church. That's something.
Isn't he like from Boston?
Chicago.
He
was actually he was Pope Francis's pick to like take over if he died. And that's
it's all good, Eddie. It's all good. Don't even apologize to me, because I'm not afraid anymore. Like, I've been through a lot. And one thing that I've kind of come to as someone like myself is that it ain't okay. Nobody's gonna give a fuck about what I go through. I have to survive it first, and then maybe they'll understand the story after. But I have to survive it first if I want to tell it. You know what I mean? And so that's why I don't want to have children, because I know that I will be the first one to fucking die in the hospital if I ever try to have a child. Oh, mamas. Like, for real.
I've been seeing posts on Threads, because I've been reading Threads a lot lately, because it's a very interesting place to be right now. And there's a lot of it that's comments of Black women who just gave birth that are like, I just gave birth to my child. We're going home tomorrow, and I just want to celebrate that small fact. Yeah.
Y'all might be able to mosey on into the hospital, but we can't. Like, it's actually, they intentionally actually try to make sure that the mothers die so that they never see their child. Like, that's how fucking evil these people are. I'm terrified of having children, because I know that me with my financial, like, whatever, I'm out of here. I'm putting myself and like my family and everybody in a situation where I can potentially lose my life for no reason by even having a child. I have 4 nieces and nephews. I'm more worth it more by just doing what I'm doing right now than having children. And I'm going to do that.
For me, and that's an amazing stance to have. Like, that's that you can sit with that too. Like, that's a big deal. Like, people don't realize how kind of hard of a decision that is too. It's not like just one day, like, I don't want kids. It's a big deal. I remember the first time I was pregnant, I was like, oh my God, I want this kid, but holy crap, like, this is a freaking lot. And I wouldn't be just in the position I'm in again if I didn't trust like my care teams, because I've had health issues my whole life. I've had multiple near-death experiences in my life.
I don't even have health issues, Katie.
Yeah.
Not there, except for blindness.
Yeah. And
not sure I have like major blindness, you guys, and flat feet, but that's about it.
I've had multiple near-death experiences. But modern medicine has also saved my family's life. So like, I don't just do stuff like this, like willy-nilly, but like, this is it for me. 2 kids is it. Because number 1, we'll be outnumbered in our house. And number 2, the financial part of it for sure.
and the world that they're going to grow up in. So damn it, you got to take care of them. Make sure that they are protected for the love of God. You know you got me. Like, hey, if you need to ship they asses over here real quick, we got him. California out here is trying to fucking get the fuck up out of here anyway. That's a whole nother conversation. What's next? What we got?
Minnesota tow truck.
I like this story.
I do too.
Yeah, some heartwarming news this evening. I want to introduce you to a man named Juan Leon in Minnesota. He's the owner of a tow truck business named Leo's Towing. And over the past several months, as Minnesota was surged with ICE agents, what he saw was something troubling. Cars were left behind across the metro areas in the Twin Cities, parked for days on the streets and parking lots, sometimes for days at a time. The owners were gone. In many cases, they were detained by ICE. So what did he do? He and his team sprung into action. Instead of towing the vehicles, they actually brought the vehicles back to the homes of the owners. They began picking up the vehicles, sending them back to their families, their owners, free of charge. And they've been doing it 24/7, and they've been doing it for free. His name is Juan Leon. The business company is Leo's Towing. Just want to give him a shout out tonight because I think that we need more heartwarming stories and we need more people willing to do good for the community. And he is turning a tragic, tragic situation into some semblance of goodness.
What do you think, Katie?
Yeah, good for him. That's definitely a shout out to a real one out there because that's like one less thing that people would have to worry about. But like, oh my gosh, it's just.
I mean, like just because what has been going on, you guys, and I've been seeing this, and I'm not like I make $500 every 2 fucking weeks, okay, to make my way through my life, all right, and I make my money in any which way that I can. I sell puzzles and whoop whoop whoop, right? But the people like Aaron that keep us updated, and the people like those tow truckers that see random cars, like when I tell you that these motherfuckers don't even put the shit on brake so that it doesn't roll down into the middle of the fucking intersection and cause another accident. Like, you don't even have the thought to do that. You don't even have the thought to pull the person's car that you just kidnapped out to the side of the road so it doesn't roll onto the middle of the street and cause a straight up accident.
Or they'll drive it away and hide it.
What are we doing? That was a very appropriate response. What the fuck are we doing? Like, come on now. The least that you could do was put the shit in park and pull it off to the side of the road so that it doesn't harm a regular pedestrian. I thought you got the criminal. So the criminal out the car, right? So aren't you supposed to pull the car over so that you could park it and then the regular society go through? No. They don't like regular society. They want chaos. They want to fuck you up. And stop thinking that you're going to get some fair court case. Stop going to court. Stop that shit. That shit is over with. Nobody go to court until we finish this shit the fuck up properly. Because court does not exist. These judges are going to send you to a fucking detention center. As far as I'm concerned, don't listen to my money. I told you straight up. Keep trusting these bitches and see what the fuck happened. Hey, Maga. Hey, Katie's little friends over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm trying to help you. Stop trusting these people because they're gonna get you fucked up out here.
Yo, I don't
know what it's like.
I don't got any MAGA friends. Not anymore.
Well, yeah, I bet you got one or two. They don't fuck with you neither. You're too broke. You're too poor. Come over to the side where you are on. Sorry, you're not rich. They will fuck you up.
Yeah, I
They're
was like,
leaving cars in the middle of the road to roll down ice, like and slide down the hill like a fucking Olympic event. Okay, these people are more than willing to damage people. If you don't believe, once they take a 2-month-old child to a detention center, then I guess you're not convincible. I guess you must be straight up retard, like for real. That's it. Choose.
so just two things. Eddie says other toad Trump companies would be trying to get the cash from the impound. Absolutely. Barbara says, I know, because for those who don't know, she lives in Minnesota. Every time I see an abandoned car on the highway, I wonder if it's an ICE abduction. And yes, they really have no humanity. And I'm glad y'all thought it was funny. I was looking around because I'm like, there's a wall behind me. Nope, no one's behind me. I mean, I got my family up there in that picture, but I know none of them are MAGA.
Yeah, Mom, that's hey, man. I'm just hey, even y'all MAGA motherfuckers, I'm warning y'all too, cause y'all are next too. Like y'all are not safe. MAGA, stop it. No more. You're done. Please stop. At least reconsider. For the love of God.
I was like going through YouTube channels before coming on here. And I popped into Dean Withers live for a little bit. And if you guys don't know who Parker Get a Job is, he was also on there too with him. And they were talking about how usually people call in and try to debate some bullshit stuff with Dean. And it was at a point where it wasn't that. It was literally people calling in saying you're an effing maggot, but not maggot, starts with an F, and then hanging up. And it's like, oh, so now they're just starting to give up and all they're doing is these stupid ass insults. So
pajarita. See, now I know how to spell the last of it. The chat moves too fast, bonita. Pajarita. Got you. I got you locked in now, Bonita.
Yeah, no, they're not. MAGA is trying to hear nobody.
Man, so but basically what I have to say about this is like a lot of people of color have been on your side for a long time, and we've been trying to fucking help you. And we know how these people rock, and we know how they roll, and we know what they do, and we know how vile and disgusting that they can get. And if you don't want to listen, if you think you're smarter than everybody else because we black, then go ahead and then do that. But don't come over here asking for shit. Okay? For real.
Jazzy says, my neighbor across the street is MAGA. Yeah. My neighbor across the street is MAGA. Everyone else is super liberal. I'm like, sir, why are you even here? Nobody likes you. Laurie says, my kid's father's side has two brothers that are MAGA light. They voted for Trump, but does not talk about it since they had a liberal mother. And Bonita says, my black Creole indigenous ass tried to tell him.
Try to tell him. All right, what's next, Katie, on the roll?
I saw this and I loved it. So for those of you who don't know, Dave Chappelle is doing his comedy tours all over. And he's got a couple of shows in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities. So one of the first things he did when he got there was visit Alex Preddy's memorial. Yes, he does. I love Dave Chappelle. I know that I think we talked about this on
Me too.
I think we talked about this on Monday a little bit, but like I know that there's been issues with him with the trans jokes, even though he literally got permission from his friends who are trans. to tell those jokes. Like he's just a comedian. Yeah, he did. He did go to George Floyd Square. And he also like he's very big on like philanthropy and doing a lot of stuff.
Yes, he's a nice guy. I don't know why everybody's like, oh my God, Georgia. Chappelle went and had humanity for a person that was yeeted in the middle of America on American streets on camera. He has humanity. Why is this such a thing?
Well, also too, like I remember when that happened, and like I'm pretty sure we watched like every Chappelle special, and we loved the show. And so when that happened, like my husband and I were like, wait a minute, let's rewind and find this again. And it was the same thing. We're like, no, that wasn't. And like he also he lives in like Ohio because like he loved his town, and he basically like bought it and like revitalized it and everything. And like he does a lot of stuff, and he gives back to I don't know if he started the School for the Performing Arts in DC, or he was a alumnus of the Duke Ellington School of the Arts in Washington DC, and he goes there a lot and like donates a lot of money to that school, because I go to like different music conventions, and I've met people that work there, and I'm like, oh, so you see Dave Chappelle? And they actually are like, yeah, it's so annoying when he comes because he shuts down the whole school. And it's like, yeah, but he gives the school money. So they're like, yeah, he gives the school money, so that's nice. But it's just, yeah. Yes, he is very educated.
Honestly, Katie, give me a second. This man is a human fucking being.
Mm-hmm.
Someone, if you want to pull up the video right now, by all means do it. This man was gunned down. Yeah, like that on fucking camera in front of everybody. And we all sitting here like that's regular schmegular shit. Like, no. It's sick. How can you talk all smittenly about it? All like what the fuck is wrong with us? And for us to just explain why he's coming there to see somebody that was straight up yatted on national fucking television. He can't even have a moment of silence with that shit, bro. I have a friend that was murdered at his birthday party. I pulled up. It was already too late. He was gone. He wasn't even a target. I know what this fucking senseless violence is for. And for him to go there and try to have a moment of fucking silence and everybody trying to figure out why he's there because he wants to honor that person's senseless death he was yatted on in national TV. And y'all sitting here acting all fucking flabbergasted. It's not okay. Stop it. It's disgusting.
So Barbara says, that's why I said, if this war takes me out, I don't want my death picked over and dissected all over national TV. That's a very good point. Jazzy says, people always have their stupid opinion on everything when it's not needed or helpful. Exactly. And you know why he was shot? And it's not that nobody should ever be shot. Like fuck all those people. He was standing up for a woman because that fucking ICE agent pushed her. And he's a nurse. That's why he was shot, because he was doing what was right.
Shit's so fucked up. And nobody seems to. If you've ever seen somebody die like that, then you'll fucking understand. It's so fucked up.
You see,
without any justice, without any nothing, and they just float away into oblivion, and nobody ever gives a fuck about them ever again, bro.
You
It's
see,
terrible.
yeah, Bonita. No, I agree. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat too.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna go grab myself a thing where I
Girl.
can take a shot of tequila.
Feel your feels.
All right.
Nita says, you see the lady who lost her balance getting help from Alex, and moments later he is gone. Yeah, that's a veteran. Well, was he a veteran or did he? I think he just worked at a VA hospital. Maybe he was a veteran. But, he was a nurse for veterans. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so Dave Chappelle, for those of you who missed it, let me see. Barbara says all the proceeds for Dave Chappelle's show went to the city for resource programs helping supply families. That's why his tickets were around $100, which is a very, very Chappelle thing to do.
Look who I found.
Oh, look at the kitty. Oh, it's a cute kitty.
This is Sandy. This is my actual kitty. She hangs out downstairs, so she's a diva. I know. I'm just trying to introduce you, Bubba.
So Angry Army Vet says, I like that the proceeds for Chappelle's show are going towards a good cause. I would pay it if I had.
Fuck you
had
too.
the money. Yeah, I agree, Laurie. I thought it was so honorable that Chappelle did that since it was a human life. Freddie was protecting a woman who's been assaulted. All of the nurses in my area have a black band on the nurse's emblem. Yeah, it's a shame. Every loss of a life is a loss. Especially it's absolutely in the ways that it happened with both Alex and Renee. But we also have to remember people like, I want to get his last name right, but Keith, the gentleman, I think it was LA. He was murdered by an off-duty ICE agent who was black.
Sorry, I didn't mute, huh?
We also have to think about the people of color that were murdered by ICE agents that we don't know about, and that people of color have been dealing with this for hundreds of years. So it sucks that it had to be a white person to finally get everybody to wake up about it. Keith Porter. Thank you, Barbara. I wanted to make sure I had the name correct. But anyway.
White people, can I tell you something honestly? White people are exhausting, bro. There is no end to satisfaction with y'all. Do you want black people to hang out with y'all or no?
Yes, I heard about this. Have you heard about Dr. Linda Davis?
No, I don't know who the fuck that bitch is. Who is she?
Okay, give me 1 second. I want to get this information accurate. While we do that, let's watch this while I look this up.
For sure.
It's a little hard to see, but it appears to be two individuals, women, who are having car trouble, and a stranger who has very kindly decided to stop and help.
Don't move. Hey!
Yeah, those two individuals were federal officers laying a trap for the worst of the worst. You know, the Good Samaritans that stop to help women having car trouble on the side of the road. And this is just another perfect example of something I talked about back when I was in Minnesota. They are eroding our ability to trust one another. And that is by design, mind you. That is one of the most effective methods they can use to drive us all apart, to fracture us as a society, to weaken our social safety nets that we are building with each other, for each other. And it is one of the most disgusting parts of all of this. It's because of these monsters that we need now more than ever to trust one another. And by the way, to the women who are posing as damsels in distress to trap helpful immigrants, who, by the way, I assume your fellow feds pulled up on because of the color of their skin or their accent. You didn't ask them for your immigration status as they pulled out their tools, did you? By the way, quite the gamble. How did you know that it would be an immigrant helping you? How did you know that it would be an immigrant that is fit for targeting by ICE, that would be the one to stop and take time out of their day to help you when you were in trouble? How did you know? To those women, thank you for making it even more dangerous for the rest of us to need help on the side of the road, because you are making it so the safe people, the trustworthy people, are more afraid to stop and help. That is on you. To weaponize our vulnerabilities against other people's vulnerabilities is the most disgusting thing that I see coming from us. I am embarrassed and mortified that you can just so easily and happily do that. There are few people more disgusting, worst of the worst. Right? I'll tell you what, I would feel 1,000 times safer every day of the week if I was stranded on the side of the road and the person who pulled over and got out to help me was an immigrant over a Republican every single time. You people are a menace. Watch this. It's a little.
I agree with her 100%. I love this comment. Weaponizing empathy like that is so evil. And Eddie Roman says, because us Hispanics like to help people in trouble, we know what it's like to have car problems. Like,
was trying to be a nice person, right? Just trying to be a nice person, help somebody on the road, and then they baited somebody. Y'all literally sat up here and set up a whole trap for somebody to come that was trying to be nice, and you sent them off to it that. And the ladies that did that, bitches, you're next. So don't think that you're just gonna be safe or anything, or you're getting the money that you're doing for doing this. Like, I don't understand how fucking stupid people can be. Honestly, Katie, I don't know. I've already given my solutions. What do you think? Because honestly, Black people have told y'all everything what the fuck to do. But what y'all gonna do? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Well, one thing is to fucking stop signing up for fucking ICE. I want someone to go undercover and like infiltrate ICE, because it's obviously easy as shit to sign up.
Who's gonna do that? Who's doing that? So white people are gonna start infiltrating ICE? Is that what's gonna happen?
I don't know. I don't have answers, and I also don't want to give the wrong answer, but like, where the fuck is our military? Why can't our military just go in and take all these fuckers out and actually protect our goddamn country and not protect a fucking pedophile?
Well, I'll let you know this. White people are fucking weak, and y'all did this to this fucking country. And y'all are the only ones that's going to be able to fix it. Period.
So, and also an update for our listeners. Lori asked Barbara about Minnesota with ICE agents. They didn't leave the state. They're just moved around. So they're not all focused in Minneapolis. I said, where's the military?
Is over here throwing fucking Epstein parties. How much you want to bet that? How many underage girls do you think that are going to Hexas? Pete Hexas is a fucking dude.
Our military is under drunk
Hexas is a fucking dude.
Yeah, I don't get that either, Jazzy. People of color joining ICE. When money is involved, everyone can sell their soul. Yeah, but they're not getting paid.
They're never going to get paid, and they're going to jail. And I will make sure that I'm one of those prosecutors that put these bitches in jail for free. I'm not paying for law school. People are going to pay me to help the government, our renewed government, to put these people in jail for the free. You're going to train me how to do it. You're going to give me the $1 million and you're going to fucking put me in school so that I can put every single one of these bitches in jail. Okay? You heard that? I promise you that. And if you have a problem with that, then pull up to Oakland, bitch. Because you can pull up on me anytime, bro. Any fucking time. I got action for you. Raggedy assholes. I'm sick of them.
So this, you asked who Dr. Linda Davis is. This is a report.
Broken glass and bent car frames being taken off the roadways in Chatham County after an early morning crash.
This is
the
in
deceased, a
Savannah,
beloved
Georgia.
special education teacher, Dr. Linda Davis, who worked less than a mile away at Hess K-8. While students were out for President's Day, Monday was a work day for teachers like Dr. Davis. The school responding, releasing a statement saying, "We should all expect and try to understand that there will be a variety of emotions and responses as to what has occurred. The most important thing we can do is to be supportive and encourage an open expression of feelings." As for what led up to it, police say ICE officers initially attempted a traffic stop of 38-year-old Oscar Vasquez Lopez. The Department of Homeland Security says he was initially stopped, then sped away, running a red light and making an illegal U-turn, which caused the deadly collision. DHS releasing this photo, saying he was in the country illegally from Guatemala. Vasquez Lopez has been charged with reckless driving, driving without a valid license, vehicular homicide, and other offenses. ICE policy says in regards to a situation like this, ICE officials use reasonable and necessary force when someone resists arrest. ICE officers and agents prioritize safety, including the safety of the people that they arrest, and are highly trained in de-escalation. Vasquez Lopez is currently in custody in the hospital. Authorities say he did not suffer serious injuries in the crash.
Wow. You're muted.
What about that elementary school teacher that straight up died because they smashed into her?
Like,
she gone.
And it wasn't even the guy they were after that smashed into them. It was a fucking ICE agent. And they're talking about this guy being there for fucking traffic violations. Yet the ICE agent who's supposed to necessary response bullshit, he's the one who But yeah, that's
I'm sorry, was that woman too black for that to go into history when she was trying to go to her elementary school? Was she too black for y'all to care? Apparently.
Yeah, a variety of emotions. I would have used the words fucking pissed off and fucking furious. I have the utmost respect for educators and school employees.
That woman that just got plowed into like that was an educator trying to go to educate.
Yeah, she was a doctor in special ed. That is a special kind of human being in and of itself right there. Safety is the last thing prioritized by ICE. Yes. Yeah. Eddie says you can only cross the border illegally being undocumented. Once you are in, it is only a misdemeanor, not a felony. Exactly. And yep, they left her in the car for 25 minutes and she was trapped. Yes, it was the ICE agent driving the truck that killed the teacher. It was not the man they were after. It was an ICE agent. So for them to say that bullshit of, we train our ICE agents to de-escalate a situation. No. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Salute to that teacher, bro. Salute.
Let's see.
So sad.
Kyle has to say.
Trigger warning because can I set this up first of all? Can I set this up, Katie, real quick?
Mm-hmm.
You put me on. Fuck him. Put him off stage. Okay, so I need to say this real quick. So the reason why I've been so emotional is because I feel this shit deeply. I know what it's like to live in a life where white supremacy takes over and literally takes over every single fucking thing that you try to accomplish. There's always some fucking white person, some raggedy ass white person in your way, like a white person that ain't even shit. You know what I mean? And so, like, and to have gotten to this point where finally I started to feel like when Obama came president, and then like Kamala Harris, like who was born in the same fucking hospital as me, that gave me some hope. I'm like, damn, this bitch from fucking Oakland, bro. This shit is clean. Like this about to be good, bro. At least we are starting at a place where we can at least start making some progress. Like it don't have to happen overnight, but at least I can trust this person. And y'all fucked it up. And you know what? I guess we're gonna get exactly what the fuck we deserve. I hope this entire shit burns down, because there's nothing left for here for me. We gotta round it up and start over. And I'm sorry, white people, you might feel uncomfortable, but it's happening. So you better start waking up to the factoids of what is going on around you before Donald Trump, your little God savior, fucks you up too. Okay? Just told you. Round it. Raggedy ass bitches.
Show, we talked about how they are currently building a bunch of former warehouses that they're retrofitting to become ICE concentration camps. Okay. I believe the number we came across in the articles we read, it was 23 different former warehouses that are becoming concentration camps. NPR even reported on one of these places where it's like the town storage facility and the federal government is just taking it. They're just stealing it. And they're going, this is ours now. And they're going to turn that into a concentration camp. And the town is like, wait, excuse me? What? What are you talking about? What are you going to do? That's insane. That's insane. Well, apparently Migrant Insider has this new article out, and Pablo Reports, the Twitter account, he does phenomenal work on this. It's his reporting. And there's this other mechanism that they're using by which they're basically increasing the funding massively. So they have this colossal budget to build out these like ghost concentration camps around the country. Now, this should scare everybody to fucking death, okay? We already know this regime sent people to CCOT in El Salvador. Well, guess what? There's detailed reporting. People were raped and tortured there. They were raped and tortured. They were so desperate, they cut their hands, were bleeding, and would write messages into their sheet on their sheets with the blood from their hand. This is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare, what we're talking about. Not only that, they also had Alligator Alcatraz, which many people, I think, were correctly calling Alligator Auschwitz. Now, I believe that was eventually shut down by the courts, but it was, you know, this big, long legal battle, and about 4,000 immigrants are missing after being sent to Alligator Auschwitz. 4,000. 4,000. And nobody even talks about that. Nobody even talks about that. I mean, I'm sorry. That is disgusting in the sense that our media is not doing their job and our Democratic politicians are not doing their job. If you're not, 4,000 people went missing at a place where they bragged about the brutality and the sadism of it. The whole point of Alligator Alcatraz.
We told you. We fucking told you. Y'all sat here on the necessary conversation. There's nothing necessary about this conversation, okay? With these people. There's nothing necessary about this conversation. These people are fucking gonna kill you. They will make sure that your blood is, they don't care about us. Why? I just don't understand I don't understand what we're working with here. Incinerators. And we haven't even gotten to the logistics of the incinerators. I mean, they told us, this is y'all fight, white people. This is y'all.
And they didn't they didn't even technically close Alligator Alcatraz. It's still
no,
running.
they did not. That shit's still open. Still flooding, still looking like shit. Is this y'all? Is this white culture? This is what y'all like?
I know they're trying to build at least 3 or
Who's
4.
they?
What?
I'm sorry, but where is this coming from? We need to figure it out, and we need to figure it out fast, because this shit is dangerous. And I'm sorry, white people, and if you are white, y'all need to figure this shit out. Y'all need to start talking amongst your fucking friends and find out who your Uncle John is, and who your Uncle Cletus is, and who your Uncle all Susan is. Y'all need to find out who these people are, because they are fucking evil, and they're doing evil shit to people on the low, and y'all letting them doing it to everybody, like my people. And we're done with it. So hold yourselves the fuck accountable for once. That's all we want. Take responsibility. Read Malcolm X. Read Black history. Read how they used to take slave people's teeth, and George Washington's teeth was black people teeth. It wasn't made out of wood. That is not true. Whoever fucking told you that is a fucking white supremacist. No, they used to eat. They ate Nat Emmett Nat Till. I forget the name.
Emmett Till.
No, they ate Nat Turner. They ate Nat Turner. They literally ate him. That's y'all culture. That's y'all shit that y'all need to come up with, and y'all need to figure out. That's y'all people. Learn it. Y'all are the fucking cannibals. Y'all are the fucking people that hang people from trees and watch them burn on Sundays for fun. Y'all are the people that did that. That's not us. So don't sit out here and tell us nothing. Figure that shit for yourselves. If you really a good ass white person in America, learn the actual history of this fucking country, and then come back to me, and then we can talk. But until you don't know what's actually happened, then we don't fuck with you. And we will let this entire shit burn, including you.
Couple things. So Bonita says, there was a mayor, correct me if I'm wrong, Chicago mayor, maybe declined ICE purchase buildings and did a quick law that disallows any purchase. Yeah, but that's not going to stop them. Laws aren't going to stop them. We've already learned that. And when we are asking about, you had asked, when did this start? It started when we left England and then brought people over on boats from Africa to build this country, but they were the ones that said they built it.
What about the indigenous? You ever ask them how they feel?
That too. Where how they where they literally have been on this land for thousands of years, and all of their spaces are now just getting smaller. And now they're just in like, God, I can't even think of the word for it because my head is just spinning from everything you just said. Not in a bad way.
I don't mean to put it on you like that, but I'm just telling you the truth.
No,
and
I know.
You can't handle the history of the reality of the situation. That ain't my problem. That's yours.
Well, no. So, and one of the things I was thinking about was, like, Lin. This is random, but Lin-Manuel made a great musical about Hamilton, and it was more accurate, but it still wasn't fully accurate because we don't talk about the fact that Jefferson and Washington owned slaves, and that slaves built most of the buildings, that if not all of the buildings you see today that were built before the 1800s. And like, we don't talk about all of the illegitimate children that the founding fathers had because they fucked their female slaves and raped them. And it's just, there's so much history that like we don't know, or we don't want to teach, is the better part of it.
It's called white guilt. It's called white. It's all of it. It really is. And like there's many a book that you can read that it explains it quite eloquently in beautiful stories. Like just read James. Oh, fuck. Last name is escaping right now because I'm hella heated. But you can read any Black historian; they'll tell you the fucking truth about how not only like they actually were trying to. It was for everybody. It wasn't just Roots is a good one. It's not about just us. It's about equality for everybody. Cause we see how y'all getting fucked up too. These rich ass white motherfuckers is fucking y'all up too. We've been trying to help you out, but we're so Black that y'all can't even see us trying to help you. And that's fucking stupid. Maybe you've been eating too much mayonnaise to understand that. Maybe your brain is fucking malfunctioning to understand that Black people have been trying to help out poor white people for a long fucking time, but y'all sitting out here lynching us and all sorts of shit because you're too fucking dumb to figure it out.
That's a good point,
They're
Jazzy.
really trying to help you.
Jazzy says that's why they don't teach about John Brown or the Quakers. The Quakers were helping the Underground Railroad and Black people.
No. But what about how the Black people were helping out the Quakers?
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. My brain, it's starting to.
There would not be no Quakers without the Underground Railroad. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it sideways.
I'm sorry. My bad. It's a lot of.
And if you look up the Underground Railroad, it's actually really cool. So one time I went to Cincinnati and there was this bar and there was this big ass like square on the floor, right? I won't say where it's at because it might need to be used later. And they said, I was like, and it's their like bar cellar. And I was like, oh, well, why is it like that? And they were like, oh, this is where people used to hide slaves coming from the north to the from the south to the north in Kentucky. And it made so much sense. So there was like literally like a cellar that they would hide Black people or any type of people of color away from the slave catchers during that time, because they would just hang them and just do the most brutal things that you can imagine to people. And so people are being hidden, and that's where we're at right now. And we're sitting here being like on the internet, like thinking it's all good. It's about to start happening. It's about to start happening. It's about to start happening, my people, again. And your people, Katie, y'all gonna be cool. And my people are gonna start getting fucked up. They already have been getting fucked up again. They're already being lined up. 2-year-olds or 2-month-olds are starting to get captured. Children are starting to get lined up. Y'all don't give a fuck. And y'all are too scared to even do anything about it.
Yeah, I think that's what Dalibs, I think that's why they call it Quaker Town. Because it was a big Quaker
okay, well, whatever. Quaker Town ain't gonna do nothing to save us now.
Well, no, she's just talking about Pennsylvania because I was just answering her thing. Yeah, there are a lot of docuseries and stuff like that. Docuseries and
do you guys need a docuseries right now?
Well, I think for people, listen, I think for white there are like white people who want to learn, and I don't know.
How about this, Katie? Let's just completely back up out of this whole shit. Let's just back it up. How do white people learn? If you're a white person that is willing to learn the experience, and we are in the experience right now, while you are also as a white person in danger, how do we learn? Give us some factoids. Just rat-a-tat-tat.
First of all, find reputable like news sources. You know, they're talking a lot about PBS having some good docuseries about it because people don't want to read anymore. So they would much rather watch it on TV, and people are too lazy to actually get out of their house and go to a museum.
No, that wasn't the answer.
I don't, it's like, I don't know. I'm just,
We'll get to that later.
I'm sorry. It's just like,
can I say something that will maybe something you could think about in post? Like, and it's not like an attack on you at all. It's just a thing that maybe you can think about. Like the experience is always moving for someone like me. There is never a sitting situation. There is never a way that I can figure out how white supremacy is going to work, because it's always going to move. But how does white supremacy work for you? And then I can ask you, how, if you're down for white supremacy, then please let me know so that I don't ever fuck with you again. Okay? Please let me know.
I'm not down with. I hate white supremacy. I think it's disgusting and vile and evil.
Okay, that's great. And so we're getting somewhere. So if we're gonna have this conversation, then take it slowly and actually think about it. Actually put yourself in the place of someone like me. First of all, I'll give you this cheat code. Black people, people of color, we have our culture. We have our shit. We don't give a fuck about your dry ass fucking chicken and your dry ass music and your boring ass shit and your fucking bodunk towns. We don't give a fuck. I'm from Oakland, California. We winning fucking gold medals out here. We don't give a fuck about what you got going on. So what is your problem? And so think about that. Because it really is a place of jealousy. If I had to fucking put you guys in your place.
But what do you mean? So when you say
not y'all exactly, but
okay.
But I'm just gonna leave that little think in there. But also, just think about if you were to come to a person like me who has ancestors and ancestors and ancestors and ancestors and ancestors that were slaves by your people, how would you talk to them? And how would you try to learn, maybe understand, maybe
Laurie brought up a good point. I would just listen. Tell me, like,
listen. Thank you. That's a word I was actually looking for right there.
Tell me your story. I'm not going to discredit anything you say. I want to learn.
Listening is the key word there. Thank you for bringing that up, because I was trying to find it and it didn't quite run through my mind. Listening is key word for everybody. I can know everything, but if I don't know how to listen, then I'm useless. Pretty much. Same with anybody else. You can know the entire fucking universe, but if you don't know how to listen to how somebody experienced that universe that you put in front of them, then you're useless. You have to be able to have the skill of listening to other people and shut the fuck up for a second and run that and actually run that through your mind and be like, oh man, that makes sense. Because it makes so much sense for not only them, but for you. And then you be like, oh damn. And then that's where the progress happens, And that's where the music happens. That's where the creativity happens. That's where all the beauty happens. And I'm so sick and tired of all this shit, man. I'm so sorry it took so long for me to get to that, but that's where I've been trying to get to. Listening is so important, you guys. And also it's beautiful because when you listen to somebody, you feel their heart, you feel their beauty. like listen to their music or read their work or read their fucking writing or their poetry or their skating. Like Alyssa Liu, a homegirl from fucking Oakland, California, just won gold today. Like, I have every reason to celebrate. I'm proud of the people that do shit from Oakland, and I'm gonna celebrate them. That bitch was on the ice, bro. Like, why wouldn't I be happy about that? Every day I hear shit talking about people eating people. I want to hear about people from my town winning gold in the Olympics like this. Flying across the ice. Like, don't take that away from me. That's not fair. You know what I mean? I want to live that.
Bonita has a comment. This will probably tick May off. Breathe. My mom had to explain to our Latino Americano who support DJT. Chicano husband, originally from California, and wife born and raised in Houston. I think Houston is H-Town. My mom had to explain to the wife probably why. Because she didn't know that black slaves built the White House. She went to high school, grew up in my city. We cover black history here. And that's another thing, too, Jazzy brings up. We do live in one country, but every state is completely different. We have white people in towns who have literally never left, never had an interaction with people of color that is designed that way on purpose. Yep, that's my hometown. Like, I never had any of that.
I noticed that in your beautiful, like, musician setup, but I was like, damn, everybody white. Like, that's not how my hometown grew up at all. But y'all cool. Like, I have no hatred on you at all. Very talented, very beautiful. But
I think that with everything that you were talking about a little bit ago, you know, and anytime you say like white people this, it's not, I know it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't associate me. But I think that just like as someone who's white, I want to listen. I want to listen. I want to acknowledge what you and your family and anybody, people of color, have been through. And I don't want people to see me like, oh, I'm just another white dumbass bitch. I want to listen. I want to empathize.
Nobody thinks about you that way. It's been very clear. I think for a while, we already had our 50th fucking episode where you have been very much so made your stamp on this channel. And if anybody is confused, first of all, let me do this. Hold on, let me do this. Let me do this. If anybody is confused about how important Katie is to this fucking channel, then you can come ask me, because Katie has been one of the best friends that I've ever fucking had. 100%. So don't ever have me fucked up about who Katie is to me. And if you have any questions, more than welcome to email me. I'll put that shit right here. You can email me right here if you have any questions. No, I'm serious. Because if you got problems with my homie Katie, then you can go ahead and pull up where to email at, Katie. Or whatever. You can contact me here. That's how much I fucking give a fuck about Katie. How do you switch it back? Yeah, there you go. Y'all, like, this, she is one of the best friends you could ever fucking have on your entire team ever. Y'all better get you one. Y'all better get you one. Now that's my friend. Don't y'all start taking my friend on. Get your own.
I mean, I got lots of love to go around. But
you're gonna make me cry.
You're gonna make me cry. I feel the same.
I'm sorry. I get passionate out here because I'm angry and like, bruh, I'm only 33 years old and I really now they trying to put us in another war.
Well, that's a good segue. Give me a second.
Can I use the ladies' room? I'll be.
Yeah, I'll play this. I'll play this.
Go ahead, play it. All right.
News right now, a large group of former military lawyers have concluded that Pete Hegseth and anyone under him who took part in the illegal strikes in the Southern Caribbean have likely committed war crimes, murder, or both. War crimes, if we are technically in an international armed conflict with these cartels. If we're not, then lawfully it's murder under federal law and under military law. And Pete Hegseth and anyone who executed the orders that were, quote, patently illegal could face criminal charges. A new statement issued by Just Security has a group of former JAG officers who created a group following Pete Hegseth's firing of multiple JAG officers earlier this year, have concluded that Hegseth's orders violate international law, violate American law, and that anyone should and could be prosecuted for murder, war crimes, or even both. Spread the word, follow along, stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. More to come very soon, so stay tuned for more. We have major news right now.
Nothing is going to happen to these people, at least not while he's still in office, which is just absolutely fucking disgusting. It's just like, and due to that video and everything else that Aaron Parnas does, let me zoom in here for a hot second so you can all read this. MAGA wants me, this is on, he posted this on YouTube. MAGA wants me sued. I'm serious. This is serious. They're coming after me because we share the truth even when it's uncomfortable. I won't stop, but I can't do it alone. Follow him on Substack. And for those of you who don't know, Aaron Parnas is also a lawyer. Like, the kid is fucking smart as shit. He
Are you talking about Aaron and his recent like being sued?
Yeah, they're threatening to sue him.
Great work that we have absolutely supported this entire time that this channel has been alive. Hey, Andrea.
I call him the hardest working guy in news. Like, that boy does not sleep.
He doesn't, and that's hella. But we need to make sure that we support him. Don't leave him high and dry. I don't know. They sue everybody for no reason, bro. It's fucked up.
Yeah, sued for what exactly? Or they just threaten to sue and then never actually do it because there's no merit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what it is. Like, when they like threaten somebody, we have to pull up on them and make sure that they aren't allowed to do it. We have to like kind of put that force on them, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, they are coming after independent media for sure. But
all right, Katie, let's just rat-a-tat-tat through the rest and we'll be done.
In real time. He's a great guy. They're all great. But I was very proud of it. President Pena of Paraguay is here. President, thank you very much. Young, handsome guy. It's always nice to be young and handsome. Doesn't mean we have to like you. I don't like young, handsome men.
What?
Women?
Right. President Trump is speaking to his Board of Peace. This is the organization he founded first.
So the male host is like, right. So this is Trump speaking, but one more time, listen
Katie,
to the hot mic moment of Sarah Sider.
Always nice to be young and handsome. Doesn't mean we have to like you. I don't like young, handsome men.
What?
Women?
Right. President.
What? Oh, yeah, right.
What the fuck, dude?
you have another timestamp here, but I just wanted to look up who all is in this Board of Peace. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, look that up because that's actually very interesting because a lot of these people are like capitulators. You feel me?
Well, also these are not peaceful countries because
They literally sat there and talked to him while he was asleep.
Okay. These are Board of Peace members, and this is from the Associated Press. Albania, Argentina, Armenia, Azerbaijan. I can't say that. I don't want to incorrectly say it. Bahrain, Bulgaria, Cambodia,
Egypt, Hungary, Indonesia, Israel, Kazakhstan, Jordan, Kosovo, Kuwait, Mongolia, Morocco, Pakistan, United Arab Emirates, Uzbekistan, Paraguay, Morocco, Vietnam. I don't know anybody that you can't. Qatar.
Do you think of peace when you think of any of those countries?
Well, look at this next part of what happened. It's fucking disgusting, dude.
Oh, there was also observers.
This is our leader, by the way. Y'all just sit here and let this guy. Y'all sit here and let this guy sit here and represent you.
What the fuck does observer mean? Just like people sitting in? I guess. Okay, so 27 countries joined, but there was European unions that observed it.
Wait,
so
you didn't go to the next timestamp on that one?
I did. Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, because this dude, Pondering Politics had a really great point here. Look at what's going on with our president, by the way. I hope you guys know what the fuck is going on. Don't sleep on this like he is. This motherfucker literally is sleeping.
Trump is like, "What, are we done? Can we move on?" And you might think, okay, that's bad. Surely it can't get worse, but it does because more people are speaking, and Donald Trump really has no interest in other people talking.
And the successful implementation of the second phase of the Gaza peace plan. This includes ensuring a lasting ceasefire. And this
one's just so friggin' obvious. I mean, again, not just in front of the world and world leaders on live TV.
How many people does this represent, y'all?
Oval Office, he's fallen asleep at other international events.
دولة الكويت الثابت بدعم كل مسعى يهدف إلى رفع المعاناة عن الشعب الفلسطيني الشقيق وتحقيق الأمن والاستقرار في غزة. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Yeah. Let's see here. It's trending. It's all over social media.
This does not represent what I want my country to represent.
The motherfucker was sleeping. He was like it. Actually, you know what I want, Katie? Give me a say. If he could never wake up again, that would be great.
But
can that coma capture his ass so that we can just round him up and put him in?
They'll pull a breakfast or a weekend at Bernie's with him for as long as they can. Okay, so the ones that we had mentioned earlier are members and accepted being in the Board of Peace. Now, there are also countries that were there just to observe, probably to take notes to take back to the EU when you look at who all of these countries are, because these are like actual peace countries. So this is observers. They weren't there to take part, but they were there. Austria, Croatia.
You ain't gonna resign. Andrea, stop it. He should do what?
So
we are dealing with evildoers. Stop it. We're done with the he should do this.
So the observer countries that probably took notes to take back to the United Nations: Austria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, EU, the EU itself, Finland, Germany, Greece, India, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Netherlands, Norway, Oman, Poland, South Korea, Romania, Slovakia, Switzerland, Thailand and the United Kingdom. So they're all just taking notes going, fuck. Yeah, exactly, to report back. They're going to meet up at NATO and be like, y'all, we got to fucking do something.
I don't know what the fuck I can tell you. I have warned every single person that I can. You know, one person that gave me, like, actually drove me to tears today, Katie. And I have to say this before this live stops. Dean, or whatever that Dean, the dude from Don Lemon today, the pastor.
Oh, the pastor from this morning.
What was his name? His last name was Dean, but I don't know the first name, and I'm gonna look it up.
Hold on, I got it.
Could you look it up for me? The last thing he said literally drove me to tears. It literally drove me to tears, and it was the first thing I woke up to this morning was his word, and I was like, now this is somebody that I can get down with. So that's somebody I can listen to, and because faith takes strength. Faith takes that fear that you might lose your last breath by going on and saying what you have to say, but then you might find somebody that's gonna lift up your hand, and he lifted up my hand to make sure that I will make myself to that next level. And I don't know what his name was, but that shit was so powerful. That's the type of shit we need. I know I'm not that type of person, but he definitely is. Cody, that's his first name. Cody Deese. Yes, Cody Deese. Fucking just like beautiful words, man. His poetry or whatever that you call it, he just stood in front of us and said it real, and it just felt so straight. You know what I mean? It felt so like it, like I don't have to go and find a way around it. Like he was telling me straight up to my face how he felt and how I felt. And I was like so there. Nah, his name ain't Coral. Coral!
Bonita says, May, tell him to read Black AF book. It involves many in the book and highly intelligent Sister Joy Ann Reed help with the book.
You know, I have poetry right here. In this fucking book. Nobody asked me my poetry. Nobody asked me what the fuck I got going on. Everybody, oh, Don Lemon is the greatest person in the world. Well, you know, there are a lot of people that have work in art. I have a whole ass fucking book that I've been trying to write, but I can't even make my way out of the next week.
We have one more segment, but it's short.
Inside, keep your doors closed. They are coming. These are warnings that people shout to their neighbors when ICE is turning up in their street. Masked men raiding houses, imprisoning children, spreading an atmosphere of fear and arbitrariness. Colleagues, no one can tell me that this is simply regular law enforcement. It has to stop, and it has to be condemned by European lawmakers. I grew up with a strong belief in US democracy. After all, the reason why I could grow up in democracy and freedom was because of the brave fight also of US soldiers against German fascism here in Europe. And that is why it breaks my heart even more when I see what is happening in the US right now. The country which contributed so much to our understanding of modern democracy, of what rule of law is, of what checks and balances are, of how we put limits to executive power. This is why I want to say to all our friends in the US who still believe in these American values, keep up the fight. Keep resisting to this authoritarian power grab that is ongoing right now. Europe is at your side. We will stand up for your rights, for our rights, for human rights, for Alex Pretty, for Renee Good, for so many others who have been killed, for democracy and rule of law, for all of us. Keep resisting. Stay in.
So you're getting in the chat, people want to hear your poetry, so maybe we can do that as the exit message.
Yeah, let's do it.
Barbara asked us a question. Do you guys think another country will save us from this ice mess?
I think can I answer that?
Go for it.
Do you think actually I think yes. Can I answer that as a tarot reader, as someone that kind of sees things from what they are? I think that we are not able to save ourselves. I think we need to be willing to ask for help from other people. And I think that people are willing to help us if we are accepting. So we can't be the Americans that know everything anymore. We need to ask for the help and they will help us. They are willing to help us. They are willing to help us if we ask for it. So stop being so fucking American and ask for help. They here. They right there. They've been saying it for a long time. And I will.
What was it?
What do you have to say about my answer?
Lori said, our country is pro-ICE and anti-constitution. My edible kicked in. I don't think it's our whole country. I think it's a small percentage that, unfortunately, it is a small percentage, but it also has a loud voice. But I do agree. I do think that getting recognition like this from European leaders and them seeing what's going on in Minneapolis and like what's going on with these deportations, I think they're going to help us because we're not going to, I don't think we're going to help ourselves. I had one more clip, but we have been on for a while.
Well, play that clip because sorry. Play that clip.
States of America. So if British authorities go ahead and say add charges later on in the investigation for abuse of minors, for sex trafficking, whatever, then the United States of America really is put under a significant pressure to indict him because presumably that trafficking also occurred in the United States of America, right? So I guess we'll have to see how this investigation goes on to see whether or not it's going to have a big impact in the United States.
How are the survivors feeling about this? I realize, as you just said, this is not related to the sex trafficking or Virginia Giuffre or anything that happened with the women, but there must be some sigh of relief that such a major player in the Jeffrey Epstein ring is potentially going to be brought to justice.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the survivors are very, I wouldn't say happy, but they are, this moment is a step forward towards justice. Virginia's family released a statement saying essentially that for survivors everywhere, Virginia did this for you at last. Today, our broken hearts have been lifted at the news that no one is above the law, not even royalty. What I think people forget here is that without Virginia, today's charges would never have happened. The charges may not have been related to the abuse of Virginia per se, but had she not spoken up, had she not shared her story, today would have never happened. So, and I've seen a lot of comments online saying, oh, well, this has nothing to do with sex trafficking. This has nothing to do with abuse. Well, my answer to that is the way these legal systems work, and I knew this as when I was an attorney here in the United States, it's similar in the UK. They go after the low-hanging fruit, right? Here in the United States, the low-hanging fruit is tax evasion or any tax charges. Like you can get someone easily on money-related charges, and then you continue the investigation, and usually it opens the doors to a whole lot more. And so this is the same thing in the UK. There are emails showing that Andrew was giving over this confidential information. That's low-hanging fruit. Now, further investigation, in my opinion, will likely reveal something more serious. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so he's just talking about, there's people online speculating like, oh, but it wasn't for the sex charges. But at the end of the day, they're going to do an investigation, and all the shit's gonna come out. So why did he get released? Probably just for bail and for him to think he's safe. But this is not over.
All right. Well, you guys, first of all, this is my flappity of my novel here. This is my novel. It's not done. I don't know what I want to do with that. I don't even know if I want to finish it. I finished it. I don't know if it is finished. It's been a weird experience, but it's so good. Mana Sky is one of the best characters. She scares me. I have a hard time writing her because she's very connected. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But this is something. It's called The Town. I was featured in one of my first features as a poet in this book, and I have 2 poems in it. So if you want to hear it, I'm more than willing to read it for you.
Go for it.
All right.
They want to hear it.
All right. So this one is called Strange Metal Music and Rain. It rains bullets here. Sometimes it's so hard to... Sorry, let me start them. I can't really see. I need a light. Sorry, I'm a blind bitch. I can't see. Okay, this is so much better. All right. Y'all ready? Strange Metal Music and Rain. Written by Maimuna Rashid. It rains bullets here. Sometimes it's so hard it becomes a white noise that soothes you to sleep. Other times the rain is just a pitter-patter. You don't notice it at all. It's a strange kind of rain. You aren't used to it. You may never sleep again. The anthem to our city is a music of sirens and screeching tires, sometimes accompanied by the growling of our car engines, disturbed doggy howls, low flying helicopters and elk planes humming of the BART trains. You think it would drive you insane. Compared to the music at the grocery store, it's there, but you don't notice it. Like the ceiling fan whirling at night when you sleep. Sometimes you only hear it in your dreams. Weird Sandman type things it will seem. It's a strange kind of music. It's kind of like the rain. If you aren't used to it, you may never sleep again. That's my first one. That's my second one. It's called Oakland Warriors Will. You ready for Oakland Warriors Will? It's here. We can't catch our warriors. Can we? Sorry. Can't we catch our warriors shoot the ball instead of our people shooting each other? Can we root for the Splash Brothers instead of killing each other's brothers? Can we be wowed by Steph from breaking ankles instead of cauterizing our bleeding hearts? Can we shout defense instead of defending our cars, purses, and door locks? Why not celebrate Clay rating threes instead of raining a deluge of bullets? Why not share success and winning instead of spreading the pain from everything we lost? It's our fault. Why not uplift our champions instead of tearing down our communities? Our fault. Why not have courage? Beam light, share love, uplift, fight, give, sacrifice. Why not be warriors? Why not love? The will of the Oakland Warrior will save us all.
That's awesome. I like that.
Thank you, guys.
I like
Yeah,
that.
that's one of my first ones that I was ever published in. I was also published in this one. But I'll get you on this one next.
Can I share my Valentine's weekend photos with all my white friends? So I went up to a college reunion this past weekend, and we had a freaking blast. There I am with the giant saxophone and a bunch of my friends. That was our whole group. And as May said, lots of white people. So many white people. And then down there at the bottom sitting is my husband. He was like my caddy. He carried my instrument around for me. This takes some explaining. So when we were in the music building, it was on top of the campus was campus, dorms, and then music building was all the way up top this other mountain. And so the sorority I was in used to have this place called Soupy where we would sell food and drinks and snacks for crazy ass cheap. So when we went back for alumni weekend, they told us to sign the wall. So there I did, right there. I thought that was kind of cool. I used to spend a lot of time in there. There's my hubs, my BFF, Deanna, who is sometimes in the chat. Love her. And there's me in the hubs again. Love my hubs. We had a great weekend. And that's just me and some sisters. Some sorority sisters. But it was fun to see my friends. But yes, there's a lot of white people. But they're good white people.
That's
I promise.
nice.
I promise. They're good white people.
Yeah. Well, I actually was asking if you liked my poetry that I just presented to you, and you actually didn't say anything.
I thought I said I loved it. I did. Oh my gosh, I loved it.
Wait, what did you think about it?
First of all, I love that you actually read it like a poet instead of people reading shit like, this is my poetry, I'm going to talk about it.
Mhm.
I think out of the two, the first one was my favorite. I could as you were describing it, I could like picture it. Because I think at one point, oh God. See, my comprehension is bad, so I'd have to like read it again. But I swear I thought I told you I loved it, because I did. I love both of them. And I love poetry. But I'm kind of weird. I like poetry and I like Shakespeare and iambic pentameter and shit. But I like the first one.
So if you don't know anything about me, Katie, you're gonna learn something now. I've been going to school for creative writing at Berkeley City, and the only thing that I need to do is complete the poetry portion, because I finished creative the screenplay playwriting portion. So I've written screenplays and done that portion.
Oh, nice.
And I've done the fiction I have a whole ass script ready to go. And then the only thing I need is like math, and I'm like, why the fuck do I need math to?
It's the
they're holding me back, and I'm like, I'm not taking math. I'm not doing it. Fuck it. I'm not doing it, bro. I will never take a math class in my entire life. What I need to do is write my novels, write my shit, get this YouTube channel going along, and make sure I am featured in multiple books. Just because y'all don't know what the fuck I'm in here, bitch. I am in here. You want to hear another one? I'm going to read you another one.
Go for it.
All right, so this one is called Him. If y'all want to leave, it's all good. I don't give a fuck, because I'm going to record it. It's called Him by Maimouna Rashid. She was walking outside in the rain with an umbrella that wouldn't stay closed. It had stopped raining, and she was pretending to go inside the bar to request her W-2 form for him. She just wanted to walk out inside, stirring up drama or an argument, but the damn umbrella burst open inside a full bar of people. Certainly when a sister in being covert in this operation. She adjusted her scarf, pushed aside curls from her face, and held the umbrella as it based at its base so it wouldn't fly open. She took a deep breath in and out, walked into the bar like she had been there yesterday. Her heart. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just gonna go to the end. Actually, it don't matter. I'm in this one too. Okay, this bitch. I have been writing my entire fucking life, and I've actually gotten published and shit effortlessly. Like, and everybody's just sitting out here like, oh well. And why do I get paid $500 every 2 weeks? Why am I out here trying to get children paper? What? There's something not right here. Why is Alyssa Liu one of the fucking gold medalists, literally from my hometown, out here winning gold, and nobody knew who the fuck she was? Somebody is making money off of our shit, and I'm getting tired of it.
Well, something too that like people don't realize when it comes to artists, when it comes to like musicians or painters or poets or actors, there's no like middle. There's like us who do all of this creative shit and are more creative than all those people that get all the big bucks, but yet we're still stuck getting fucking pennies, if that. And then you got like the Brad Pitts of the world and all these fucking musicians that use auto-tune that get $1 million for walking outside. Like, it's bullshit. It's not fair.
Dude, I have fucking like pages and pages of shit that I've wanted to publish, but nobody gives a fuck about me. Hey, but can you make sure you put Alyssa Liu in the chat so that we can't put it on the video, because
spell the last name.
Liu, and it's spelled Alysa. It's kind of spelled a little different. Yeah, it kind of confused your ass real quick. But look at the one that she did today. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and cry because I'm so proud to be from Oakland. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all ain't gonna take nothing away from me. When I see somebody from the town out here winning fucking gold in the fucking Olympics, and when I see Alyssa Liu out here winning, bitch, I'm representing. Y'all ain't gonna take that away from me. Y'all ain't gonna take that away from us. We are winners. We always been winners. We been holding it down. And y'all gonna come over here asking us for help, and y'all will be at our mercy for once, because we have been fucking beaten down every which way, but now it's our turn. And y'all have to fucking ask us for help. And y'all better come up with some real shit. Don't come up on here with some bullshit. You better come over here with something to offer. Otherwise, we are gold winners. We don't care what you got to offer because we don't need y'all. We have dug ourselves from the fucking ground, and y'all ain't shit. Ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. We're done with y'all. Go ahead and go to wherever the fuck you came from, because us motherfuckers from Oakland, California, where Bruce Lee fucking come from, yeah, this is where we come from. We don't fuck with y'all. We are winners, champions, and the fucking very best. And y'all have got us fucked up too much. And if you have any questions, please resort to our front office. How about that?
Fuck her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time.
Damn! Sorry, I clicked the wrong one.
This is perfect. I love you, Katie. You're so good.
Sorry.
This is why she my friend. Katie, I love you. No, really though, Katie, I love you so much. I really do. You my fucking homie, and if any bitch got you fucked up, then they got me fucked up. Are we clear? Hold on. Are we clear? I didn't hear.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
We've been on for a while, y'all. 2 hours and 30 minutes.
We've been on 3. Let's go. Let's get.
No, I gotta eat something. I gotta go to bed.
Let's get out of here. Hey, we love y'all. Thank you so much for letting us get out. I was on here last night. Y'all let me read my shit. What a day. I just have been feeling so empty at this point. Like, I feel like I empty myself out by being able to do this with y'all, and that's why we're here. That's why we have this space, right? And so I'm gonna let Katie go ahead and rock and roll. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And Katie, wrap it up.
I love you. We all love you guys. You guys are amazing. We love our audience. We love our community. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Love those that love you. Take care of your mental health. Watch some stupid videos on YouTube and fuck fascists. See y'all Monday.
Watch some My Chemical Romance.
All I said was there's evil afoot.
Evil!